Today's topic is when you lose something that's important to you. I will give you the example of a girl, okay? You've been talking to this one girl a lot. You've been calling, it's all fun and shit. Ah, shit, I'm gonna have a girlfriend. And then you just lose her. Something happens, y'all just don't text anymore as much. And slowly you realize that the connection is gone. In that moment, it's common for men like us who are ambitious, driven, and result oriented to have that black spot in our chest. The feeling of fuck. I have given my time, my attention to this girl. Let's say the example of a girl, but it can be with a business. You've been really working hard on your business, but it just didn't work. I've been giving my time to this thing for X amount of time. I've given my attention, my love, my passion, my vulnerability, sacrifices. And now it's all gone. You like we have an ego, okay? And sometimes the ego just can't take it. And the fact that your ego cannot take it results in you having that like feeling that you're kind of let down, that weight on you. So how do you deal with that? How do you deal with things that just don't go well and you just lose them? The first thing you need to realize is you didn't lose them. You learned from them. I believe that we go through certain things in life not to for them to disappoint us or to keep us back from accomplishing our goals. No, because it's for us to learn and learn the things that will then help us make more progress, make better decisions in the future. Because we as ambitious men, we are not going to quit. It's not that one relationship failed, or one talking stage failed, that it's a failure, that we're not going to date anymore. We're not going to marry. No, we're still going to marry. We're still going to date. It's not that one business failed, that we're not going to try any other business models anymore. No, we're going to fucking try them. It's not that one split you tried in the gym didn't give you any results with the shit diet you had, that you're now not going to go to the gym. No, now you're going to also adjust your diet. You learned that bad diet doesn't work. You didn't really lose anything. And that's what I first want you to understand. Before we get into the practical stuff, it's the mentality. Know that it's a lesson, that you didn't lose it. Because if you see it as a loss, the losses are just going to keep piling up and you're going to be like, where the fuck are the wins? Because if you see it as a loss, it's a loss. If you see it as a lesson buried in that loss, you will take that lesson and turn it into a win. And I can tell this from my own experience with my ex-girlfriend, okay? At the time, she wasn't religious and she had a different culture than mine. I was kind of religious and I'm a Turkish guy, so which makes me kind of labeled as a Muslim. So I consider myself as a Muslim too. Um, and I really loved her, I adored her. She was everything a guy like me could ask for. I'm not gonna lie, much respect to her. But it didn't work out because the cultural differences and the norms were too different. One is fucking Asia, another is fucking Africa. There's a lot of distance in thoughts, in norms, in ways of living, in ideas. And so it didn't work. I mean, I was so sad, but I had to take the step to break up and note down the lessons I learned. From now on, the girl I will date needs to be a Muslim because that was the biggest point of issue. And then, preferably, it needs to be a Turkish girl. And taking that lesson out of it and not seeing it as a loss helped me to find women who are more in my realm of expectancy, of norms, of ideas. And that helped me become a better man, date better women who are more what I'm looking for. So I didn't really take it as a loss. I could have taken it as loss because I had given her my 3 years. 3 fucking years, imagine that. And I wasn't as ambitious back then, but I was still, on my grind, self-improvement, this and that. So any other guy in my mentality, my situation would have been like, fuck, I wasted all my time, fuck this. I'm not gonna date anymore. But I was like, no, let me take the lessons. And the next time I will date, when the opportunity is shown to me or when I can get the opportunity to connect with a girl, let me then make sure that I apply the lessons I learned. And like I said, this resulted in me being a lot happier, being in better relationships, being around better women. And it's the same with anything you do. The mentality is the most important thing. Know that it's a lesson, not a loss. The second thing is think of ways you can replace the feeling that thing gave you. Let's stay with the example of a girl. If a girl made you feel warm and supported and safe and she soothed you, she calmed your nerves, she was there for you when you needed, then it's not really the girl that you lost, but the feeling that's really bothering you. The loss of the feeling is bothering you more than the loss of the girl. So think of ways to replicate the feeling she gave you, replicate the feeling, the results the business gave you. But now, how can you increase this feeling in a way that doesn't maybe need a girl, doesn't maybe need a business? Because trust me, when you hop on from a girl to a girl immediately, if you've done this, you know it. It's a chaos. You didn't move on from her yet, and you're in a new relationship, new talking stage. Your mind is going frenzy. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Same with the business model. You just go from one business model to another. You didn't even fully explore the one, or you did, but you didn't take the time to take lessons. So you just move on to a new one. Don't do it. Replace the feeling that the thing gave you with something that is not the same source. I can say, let's say with the girl, okay? What feeling did she give me? Warmth of, hey, I'm not alone. In what other source can I find the same feeling? My family. They give me a sense of belonging, warmth, love, unconditionally. I can find it in nature because I know myself. I'm calm, I'm warm, I'm secure in nature. Okay, we got two. I can choose one, alternate between them, perfect. Do they require a girlfriend? No. For the time being that I'm presented with the opportunity or take the opportunity, I can focus on these to get the same feeling, get the same dopamine boost, the same oxytocin, all that things. What about the feminine energy? You know, the energy that's playful, that's like, making you feel like you're the shit as a man. How can I get that feeling? I can listen to soft music. That's one way. I mean, I fucking vibe with that shit. Another way is playing more with my little nephew. I mean, he's a kid, so we play with cars, we play with little things, and it's that playfulness that brings me so much joy when I spend time with them. Same with my little brother, when we, I don't know, play dumbass game and shit. It's fun because I get that playful feeling, and when I do those things, I don't even feel the need for a girl. Or like, this is the best alternative. You can just hang out with other girls in this instance. Not to date, not to do this and that, but maybe grab a coffee or at school talk to them, this and that. You can do those things. With the business, you can think of it in the same way. The first thing you have to do is treat it as a lesson. The second thing is give it a bit time before you move on from the one source to the other source that is kind of alike, by replicating the feeling that thing gave you, by indulging in some good activities that arouse those feelings in you. Do these. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one and stay focused.